Welcome to Elmo's Playhouse here at Never Sell Garage, where we make the magic happen.
All right, we got Hobo Steve over there. As always, Steven, the man behind the mask, Adam. We got Chris over here. I'm James. Welcome to another episode. Mouse isn't here right now. He's doing annual training for the National Guard.
I just got back. That shit sucks, bro.
Yeah, they're teaching him how to flip vehicles, even though he's pretty good at it on his own. He's the only one in this group, I think, that's flipped one.
Nope, I rolled a Pontiac Grand Prix.
Okay, well, they're both really good at flipping cars. I haven't. Have you? I feel like you might have.
I don't know. See that Mustang
I
outside.
haven't rolled it. I haven't rolled anything.
I haven't rolled anything either. I've definitely spun out a couple cars. I spun out one right in front of Chris.
Yes.
I rolled a
Yep.
Grand Prix and I laid a Harley down.
Yep. Right in front of me too.
Yeah,
it's in front of
It's always in
everybody.
front of Chris.
Always in front of me.
It's always in front of Chris. That brings us to our 4th of July. It was kind of interesting. We had a cookout. That was fun. Then we went to go shoot fireworks off, and somebody got cut off on his bike. And
By somebody else.
by somebody else.
Yeah.
Decided to, that was an interesting thing. Right in front of a police station on the 4th
Right.
of July, so that was cool.
The irony of my cop car blocking the road off.
Yeah.
All the-
Chris had his cop-
That's why they didn't come out, because I thought the cops were already there.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
what saved us. Nobody called the cops because they seen his car. They're like, oh, he's already there.
Yep. Look like just an uncovered, just parked to the side, hazard on.
Alright, it's hot in this thing, I gotta take it off.
I
I'm
didn't
surprised you lasted as long
Yeah,
as
I'm
you did.
surprised you left as long as you did.
But yeah, that was fun.
We went out, shot fireworks. Alex didn't get blown up, even though Mouse tried.
Shocker. Mouse was dangerous with fucking fireworks.
Dude, I don't know why you give that.
Mouse is dangerous with anything, dude.
Anything that
you
goes
give that
wrong.
man a paper clip,
Never give him bottle rockets.
and he's
ever.
gonna fuck something
No.
up. Yeah.
Ever.
He forgot to let go of the first one.
Yes.
He said, "Chee!" And he said, oh.
That was the.
You can give him a pencil, he's like, I once killed 3 ducks in a pond with a fucking pencil.
Could have put a pen on it, but pencil is fine.
Yeah, fuck off. You know what?
There's our dad joke of the
We
day.
had to
guys.
put a cap on
Started
it.
real early.
Yeah, put a cap on it.
Oh, yeah.
Early bird gets the worm back.
Yep. I had all day to warm up.
Oh, you guys are matching.
Yeah,
Yep.
mine's
cute.
better.
We don't condone vaping, even though we do it.
Yeah, we don't condone drinking either, but we do it.
Yeah, this isn't a drinking podcast, but it's definitely gonna have some drinks on it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Shout out real quick to freaking Cletus McFarland. I love the koozie, bro. Follow us, bud.
Absolutely. Better yet, free tickets.
Yes, please.
The 2000 race.
Hey, I entered that entry for the
We'll
grand
we'll pay
for
for
the
the
freaking
plane
Crown
tickets going
Vic
down.
and the jet boat. So
Yeah, I'll definitely buy my plane ticket.
I know Adam and Sam, so I mean, interconnection with the Marauder, maybe, possibly.
Ooh.
Metal
Use the
Mars.
word marauder and I just get hard.
Hobo
now.
Steve. Hobo Steve's not as dirty today.
It's true.
Yeah, Hobo Steve took a shower for once, guys. I mean, it was in a river, but still.
We're saving his bucket of cans so he can pay rent.
Yeah.
We're
he
sticking
lives
with
in,
it.
he
We're
lives in a
sticking
box
with it.
outside the shop, so I mean,
We're sticking with it, Alex. We have to.
he can't afford the cover of the roof, so we just gave him a box outside the shop. Put all the car part boxes together, and there's his house.
Some
Yeah.
of these boxes are nice, though.
They are bikes, and they come with stickers. So I mean,
Oh,
Customized.
fucked up my knee today. That was fun.
What did you even do? You still haven't told me this. story, Jamie's
kid was chasing me with the water gun. I'm in Crocs. It's gravel.
That
I
makes
ran around a
sense.
corner. Steven watched me bust my ass straight into a trailer.
bro, you have 4-wheel drive.
No, it wasn't that they were coming off. It's that they were sliding on the rocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I fucked up my knee.
You need to put chains on.
It's alright. I'm all sorts of fucked
Yeah, I
up.
should have cleats on or something.
Watch for motorcycles. This shit's not fun.
You still have the road rash on there still?
Oh, I'm covered in road rash, bud.
Okay, it's not as
Yeah,
bad.
it's not as bad as it was, but
No.
It's
I bet,
happening
hey, I
all
bet
over.
next time you either won't ride the bike or you'll wear a shirt with sleeves.
That too,
I'll still
yeah.
ride the bike. Yeah, but I'll wear a helmet.
At least wear short sleeves.
Right, something
Yeah.
to cover shoulders.
Yeah.
That's
Dress for the slide, not the ride, buddy.
And then I'll wear full leathers and all kinds of stuff.
That's just too hot.
Too hot.
I still wouldn't learn.
Still way too hot.
I told her mom was like, I'm still gonna be on a bike. Like, fuck it.
Right. Well, yeah, if you crash your bike, you gotta get back on it.
Like, the fuck?
It's like me on a bicycle. When
I know
knocked out
too
my
many
teeth.
people that wreck their bike and then they're like, I'm never riding.
Yeah, it's like me on a bicycle when I knocked out my teeth. What did I do the next fucking day? I went and did the trick that I tried doing in the first place, and I landed it. So hey,
Yeah, fuck it.
whatever. I needed to be two teeth
Yeah, I
lighter.
landed it too. I just wasn't a soft.
Yeah, you rolled out of it.
Right.
Wasn't a soft. I did pretty good.
Yeah, no, you did really good saving it for sure. Proper roll and everything.
And then I decided to get up and walk across 2 lanes
The
of
fact that
traffic.
Steven has a different.
But I mean,
Well, I mean,
okay.
I already blocked that off though, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that Steven has.
We need to put red, white, and blues on your car.
I
bro.
didn't run over your hat. It was really close to the top.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
like,
That was
sort
my
of
white
right
hat
there.
too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my white hat is still white.
Right. So I didn't run it over.
We need to put cherries and berries on your car, bro.
I got the lights. I just don't know if they work though. That's the only problem.
So I feel like that's kind of well. I guess if you're blocking.
I can
traffic-
change them to the white and yellows, and that'd be a lot less.
No, you just use them when you're racing. You put them on.
Yeah, I just have to
Be
get
fun.
permission from public property or private property to do it. But yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah, bud.
do parades and stuff. I can do
Fuck
that.
it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, thought about it. I'm put the full cop
You
shit
should
on it.
put, you
push
should
bar and
put
everything.
not police on the side.
Not just put not front.
No, we'll only do it when you're racing. When you go out racing, though, we'll just do it in like black tape that
The
won't fuck
send
up
it
the.
police.
I mean, I've thought about like doing a configuration on a license plate to say "not a cop" or something like that on there, but I don't know.
Not 12.
Not 12.
No, just say panty patrol.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what I want. I just
Anyways,
have randoms right now.
James, you were talking about something like what classes you want to see and that people. should-
Yeah.
something
All
like
right. So, I want to know, in high school, what class do you think should be put in high school that would be more beneficial than what we have now in the school system? Because fucking kids are stupid.
that.
They
At
know-
least we were.
Well, yeah, we're dumb too. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm an idiot too. But school does nothing to prepare you for real life.
Agreed.
I think that's just my opinion. Other people might not agree. I don't care. So, what class would you think should be put in school to help prepare kids for when they graduate and when they get out? Who wants to go first? Anyone?
Start first, Dirty Dan.
Or you can
What?
think. If you need to think about it, let me know.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chris, start
All
out.
right.
I should just add him to the group chat.
So one of the topics that we had, I was homeschooled majority of my life. So what we actually implemented in our classes was just like basic budgeting of actually like learning how to use money, how to manage money, how to invest money, stuff like that. So a lot of people don't know how to do that or have the sense of the business side if they want to run their own business. They don't know, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like full on like tax laws and all this other stuff, whatever, but the general concepts of what, you know, a W-2 is and how to file yourself and what exemptions are, stuff like that.
Yeah, something I still can't do.
I think
H&R
definitely more financial instead of, you know, getting like, I think algebra and everything's really great to like know as like a base level, but when you start getting to like advanced algebras and stuff like that, that should be more tailored towards like your actual like degree you're going into. I don't think everybody should have to know everything about life, whatever, growing up, just the basics of stuff. So like addition, subtraction, stuff like that. And then if you're like trying to be like a doctor or biologist or whatever type of deal, then you can go into, you know, calculus, geometry, stuff like that. But if you're like going to a business degree, whatever, you know, financial analytics, you know, economics, stuff like that should be what your path should be going down. And I think college should not be an extension of high school. Like, I think high school should be the end of general learning, and college should be just specific to what you want to do as a career.
Yeah, I see that too. I hate how
I
like
agree
you go
with
to
that.
college.
You spent the first 2 years in gen eds.
Yeah, doing math and all his
The same
all
shit
the,
you did in high
all
school.
the shit you did in high school or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there should be like there's home ec teaches you how to cook a few things, whatever, how to sew, all that, which is good.
Yep.
But it doesn't teach you laundry.
Well, the other kind of laundry, but yes.
Yeah, but like so like
We all know about dirty laundry.
it don't teach you like if you're in your own place and a breaker goes out.
Right.
It don't teach you if there's water leaking, how to like where you should look. You know, shut the water off, something like that. Like just simple household things you should know about your house.
So is this how this topic came to be? Is you forgot how to do laundry last
Oh
week?
no! So,
Hey, we should put that in the
no,
podcast.
so I know how to do all that, but I kind of had to teach myself all that at home. By trial and error, I learned how not to put too much soap in.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Nobody taught me.
No, don't put Dawn dish soap in the dishwasher.
Yeah, like it's just shit that I had to learn on my own that I think a school could teach that would help people out. I don't know, just knowing basic things about owning a home, a car,
Credit.
how to change a fucking tire. That should be taught in school. That should be part of a driver's test. If you cannot check your fluids and change a tire, you shouldn't drive.
I agree.
It's simple stuff. I mean, granted, you shouldn't always be changing your tire. If it's a busy ass road, I suggest you not. Or you move somewhere else where you're, you know, safe, whatever. But like basic functions of your own life that you need to take care of yourself, you should learn.
Right.
Like
Agree.
that, you know, breakers, whatever. Oh, leaky faucet.
So my dad got me into cars and stuff like that, you know, growing up, whatever. But when I actually got my first car, he bought a fixer-upper, and the stipulation was I could have the car, but I had to fix it to make it reliable first before I could ever drive it. So I had to put like a battery tray in, buy a new battery for it. I had to change the lower control arm out. I had to do the brakes on it. I had to do general maintenance over the car until he deemed it as I knew what I was doing and, you know, helped me with it through if I had any questions. But everything was all hands-on. So that's what like the true like hobby side of cars of me like got about was because of that.
Did you set the timer?
No.
Mine started as
Me
holding a
neither.
flashlight. The thing turned off, didn't it?
No, it's still on.
Is it still on?
As long as you
Oh,
see the
it's
lens
still
out.
Okay.
So we just gotta pay attention to when that lens.
Gotcha.
I think they.
Or
Well,
even
yeah,
like-
like you said, they need to bring like shop classes
We
back
can
into
always
school.
just stop it and restart it.
So
whatever.
people can learn the basics of life skills
Yeah.
like laundry and cooking and whatever, stuff like that.
Things
You know,
you need to take care of
breakers,
yourself.
stuff like that. But my biggest thing is, I think I'm leaning more towards like Chris's side. But to one, I think they need to teach about credit
Oh yeah, credit
in
scores
school.
would be least
Credit is a
understood.
big thing. There's so
Oh,
many
100%.
kids get out of school and they don't understand credit. Like I got out of school and I got a loan and I got a credit card and I fucking maxed my shit out, and next thing you know my credit was like 470, and it took me. You can ruin your credit really fast,
Alex
and it can
knows.
take years and years to build it back up.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
Credit is definitely easier
credit
to
is
fuck up.
definitely a big thing
Just-
that they should teach in schools.
Just understanding that credit is credit. It's just how you use the credit. If it's actually a bad credit, bad debt or good debt. If you actually understand the difference between the two, then credit is actually one of the best financial things you can ever do with money. To borrow somebody else's to build assets to pay that money back, essentially. If you buy things that are liabilities or one-time uses, food, you know, whatever it may be, fireworks of $3,000 on a credit card, you can't make
Dude,
that back.
all these
Yes.
people that didn't go through the classes in school aren't gonna understand shit that you're saying.
Exactly. They could be looking it up now, whatever. But, I
But
mean,
no.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The home
Definitely
economics
use the
does not teach you enough.
No.
No, it teaches you what milks taste good.
Yeah, it
Why
teaches
not?
you how to
How-
shop on Craigslist and buy stuff for your apartment.
Scramble eggs.
I
Like,
just say
that's it.
Betty Crocker material.
Yeah, totally. It don't teach you how to budget money, how to make meal plans to make sure you got enough food for the week. None of that.
Right.
Exactly.
Because I mean, even if you go to college, most college students, regardless of like, unless their parents pay for it, are on that ramen noodle budget, working that one part-time job so they can still do their school stuff.
So I like ramen though, so it's not really.
I like ramen, too, but I mean, you can turn ramen into a great-ass meal.
Right.
If you don't like, I throw cheese in it. I'll scramble
Yep.
some eggs up in it.
You like
whatever.
Parmesan hot sauce, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
pretty
use
good
hot
too,
sauce
or you
in
do
it, like whatever I feel that day.
Yep.
Add a little teaspoon of Jesus and you're all right.
Well, see, what I've done with ramen is like I'll make taco meat, and like if I don't feel like just eating tacos, I'll break the ramen before I cook it. I'll break it into small pieces, and use it kind of like rice.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what you end up then? It's called yakisoba.
Well, whatever the fuck it is, you throw a little bit of that on it, and a little bit of hot sauce, and some beef, and some cheese, and a taco shell. It's really fucking good.
That's just a taco.
Taco. It's a taco with noodles.
There you go. That's called prison taco.
I didn't learn it in prison.
Steven, what do you wish that you had learned?
He
in
said
high
anger
school?
management.
No, I think he learned that. He just started punching walls and headbutting shit. But what do you wish you had learned in high school?
Yeah, what do you know now that you wish you would have fucking somebody would have told you?
Known 10 years ago.
Well, I don't think they had.
It's
like,
not money because Steven's really good with that.
I was really bad with those.
I don't think they had a. It's not really like a shop class. But it's like you learn about cars.
Oh, like the BACC that they have.
Yeah, the trade program or whatever.
Yeah, trade program classes and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't have that back then.
They had it when I was in school.
They just now I saw that they introduced
It just
like
kind of started it. for a few years.
some schools, high schools, and even prisons have actually introduced like a CDL training class.
Yep.
Where you can learn to drive a truck because there's a shitload of money in driving a truck.
Yeah, and forklifts. There's a shit ton of money in driving forklifts right now too.
I mean, I do that for a living right now.
I did Friday.
Yeah.
I did today. I didn't make shit, but I did it today.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
definitely. It just general maintenance and everything.
If you think you're gonna join, by the way, side note, if you think you're gonna join the army and they're gonna give you a Dodge Charger, you're wrong. Like, the pay is shit. It's shit.
Fair.
Yeah, if you want to know anything about the military, don't go to your recruiter. Go
Yes.
to somebody who has served recently.
Yeah, somebody that has actually served, not or
Or
a fucking
active.
recruiter.
Yeah, because
Like-
recruiters are their one and only job is to get you to sign that paper.
Yep.
They don't care how they do it; they're gonna do it.
Pretty much.
Talk to somebody that's been in. It's worth it. The military is worth it simply because of the fact that, and this is one thing that I think, along with the financial stuff you're talking about in schools, retirement. People do not know these days enough about retirement. Like the only reason I am still in the military is because I know that after I do 20 years, once I hit retirement age, I get free health insurance for life. Like, and I know too many people that can't retire because of health insurance and the cost of it. And it's crazy. But if you think you're gonna go to your recruiter and get all the information you need when you join the military, you're fucking lying to yourself. You need to speak with somebody that's in the service because it sucks. There's a ton of bullshit you have to deal with, but it is worth it because of the benefits you get and the camaraderie that comes with it. You will very rarely can you form a stronger brotherhood than what you can
Those
with
boys
the
will be
people that
boys for
with the
life.
people that you serve with.
Well, I mean, don't you get like relief on home loans and shit like
Yep.
that?
You get special discounts.
To a point, yeah. It depends if you're active duty, reservist, whatever. You know, there's all kinds of different stuff that goes into it, but that stuff you can talk to other people about. Don't talk to the recruiter. Go to the college that you want to go to and talk to the VA benefits person there, not the recruiter, because they don't know their shit. Go to the VA person
Oh, no,
at
they
the
know.
college you want to go to, and they can tell you everything you need to know.
They know their shit.
They know their shit. They just don't care.
So if you want to
Yeah.
learn about sales, then talk to the recruiter.
Yeah, if you're gonna learn sales, recruiters are pretty good at that.
That's gonna be like that. That should also be like part of high school classes that are learning how to make deals.
But nowadays they're like, hey, I can do 20 pull-ups. I'm gonna join the Marines.
I also feel like they should be taught how to read people.
Yeah, that's not a taught skill though. That's like,
No, but they
can
can
be
teach
taught.
you how to pick up on signals, like certain signals
Yeah.
and stuff. Because lately, nowadays, with all the things going on with women and men, a lot of men are like scared to even talk to a woman because they don't.
because they're afraid she could be a man.
No, they don't. Like, well, yeah, you gotta teach them about the bees and the birds and the birds and the bees and the bees that used to be
Wait,
birds.
a bird
and
and
the
bird can't be together?
And the birds and birds and the bees and the bees and the bees that used to be birds and the birds that used to be bees.
Half bird bees and bees birds.
Yeah, and half bees, half birds. I'm so glad I don't have to have that talk with kids right
What
now.
if they identify as a hive or a nest?
You're opening a whole other can of worms. You gotta talk about the Apache helicopter.
What about the
people.
honey? You got the worms. What about the honey?
Yeah, fuck. It's crazy.
Yeah,
This is all we've come to.
I wonder what that class is like nowadays. Because back then we just watched a like a 30-minute movie and like that was it.
I don't know. I grew up on Reading Rainbow. That's about it.
Honestly.
Well, in school they make you watch a movie about
Yeah,
the-
Bro, I watched porn.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, nowadays, honestly, like that teaches more than the school.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And I feel
How to
like
get fucked
I feel
up.
like in school, I feel like seniors in high school before they graduate should have to watch the movie Teeth. No, because of the lesson that it
Fair.
teaches about if a woman does not want to, it's probably a terrible idea not to do it.
It's fair.
It's a terrible idea
terrible
not
idea
to
not
do
to
it.
Or whatever. You know what I
Two
mean?
negatives make a positive
That's
point.
how we got there now.
I learned that in high
Yeah,
school.
but
though.
you know what you guys know what I mean. It like when the woman is, you know, whatever, if she's down, it doesn't happen. When she's not okay with it, then it happens.
If it's consensual, it's consensual. If it's not, you get fucked.
Learn the word no. That's all I'm saying. Learn the word no.
Yeah, James, learn the word no.
Just give them
I know the word very well, and I say it a lot. Nobody listens to me though.
I know.
Yeah.
I tried to get at him last night, and he said no, and I didn't listen.
How many fucking women don't listen to that word? Let's be honest here.
I'm just kidding about
Hey,
shit.
Alex, to you, back on topic. What
Yeah, we're
class?
gonna
What
get
do you not know, or what do you know now that you wish you had known 10 years ago?
Honestly, I was just gonna say financial, just like a financial class.
Financial stability.
Yeah, then he wouldn't be a hobo.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have tried to get approved for $30,000 with Snap-on.
Oh, I could right now,
I know that'd be
That's
a dumb
terrible.
decision, bro.
but I know I don't need.
You wouldn't have bought a $12,000 race car just to turn it back to stock.
It's not going back to stock.
It's going to drivable.
It's going.
He needs to go to drivable first.
Be more street car.
I don't have any room to talk. I mean, my car is drivable. Can't shut it off.
I could throw a seat in there now.
There you go. Push you around.
I'll make the sound.
I got a topic.
No, we gotta get some parts to put in the spokes.
Let's start.
Yeah.
Let's start right.
Alright, here's a new
Just tie
topic.
a zip tie to
Let's start
Every-
right.
I
I
wanna-
want to get to that car show.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to know what everybody's first car was.
Oh god.
Oh, hello.
Mine
Yeah.
was a Pimpmobile.
Yours is
Bro.
kind of like them shades, bro.
Well, when it gets to my turn, you'll know what it was.
What was your first car?
It was like a 2003 F-150 with the
Okay, not a
5.4.
bad starter. Not bad.
Oh, 5.4. Oh,
Yeah.
that's doo doo,
You know,
bro.
the look thing early.
I just thought it was cool because I was like, oh, 5.4, that's a really big engine.
I drove it 20 miles and I had to put new spark plugs in.
Right.
I never put spark plugs in.
I went the complete opposite way of all of you.
I don't know. You haven't heard mine yet. So.
Nah, I think I went the complete opposite
Anyway,
way.
Steven
Yeah,
next.
Steven's nice.
What was your first car?
81 Chrysler Imperial.
Ooh,
Okay.
Oh, man, real gangster.
Yeah,
With the
yeah.
fur carpet and everything.
Oh man, he was a
Why
pimp.
would you have sold it?
That's why he doesn't talk much, because he was a pimp. He's too busy messing with his lady.
No, it's because it was electric fuel injected, and it didn't work half the time. So when you were at a stop sign, you had to have your foot on the brake and foot on the gas, and then whenever you went, you just go.
Nice.
And that's why Steven drives with 2 feet from now on.
He
Yep.
drives an automatic.
That's
Well, no, even when he drives manual, he'll drive normally. But like when he's driving an automatic, yeah,
I have
every
this
video,
Left foot is for the brake, right foot is for the gas.
he always does it like that.
Yep.
So weird.
The Crown Vic, I'm like that all the time.
I couldn't get
too,
used to
so.
that. I get out of a manual and I get into a freaking automatic and I try to use 2 feet and I'm like, wait, fuck.
Always like this.
Where's the clutch at?
The worst
I've
part is
done
going
that.
from a manual to a column shift car or whatever. You're just
Yeah.
grabbing for it.
Well, it was really bad when I had my Fusion and I would go, it was push button, so I'd go and like pretend to push the clutch in and I'm like, this is not even close.
Have you ever tried putting a key in when it's push start?
Yeah.
I do that all the time in
Yep.
the Hyundai. After I drive the Infiniti
I've
for a little
actually
bit.
like had the key or whatever, just like subconsciously like tried putting it in the dash and turning it. I'm
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, hang on.
Bro, I was driving the manual semi
Hey now.
and then I jumped when I had my Ford, I jumped in my Ford, which was also a manual.
and I thought my clutch was out because it felt like there was no pressure in it compared to the semi. I was like, fuck, my clutch is out. Oh no, it works. It's just different.
Yep, size differences.
My first car was an '86 Ford Tempo.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, fuel gauge didn't work, AC didn't work, radio didn't work, but that thing, I could drive it a whole week on a tank of gas.
Exactly.
Fucking mint. Ran like a champ. Sold it for $150.
So far, y'all are American, bro.
What was yours, James?
99 Toyota Camry. I bought that bitch for $500. And it needed an exhaust, so my dad put a fucking Honda Civic fucking muffler on it. I lifted it 2 inches, and I blew it up. And I sold it for $500.
Hell yeah.
Drove for a couple years. I think, honestly, that was the car I've had the most fun in my life. I spun it out at 115.
Well, the first car you just don't care about, so you just beat the
Oh
crap
no,
out
I
of
cared.
it,
Dude,
so.
I think I cared more about that Camry than I do about my
The
Hyundai.
car I had the most fun in was probably either my Datsun or my RX-8.
Gotcha.
Hands down.
Probably. No, my first car was a '98 Stratus.
Ooh.
Dodge Stratus.
That was the
Ooh.
Dodge Mitsubishi collaboration there.
Right before the Intrepids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those things were actually kind of cool.
They're alright.
Explosions. What
Oh, and then they came out with the Avenger, and
Yep.
then the Intrepid and
Don't
the
fall,
Avenger.
camera woman.
No, I did that, but the only thing cool about the car
Your
was
battery's
that
about
they
to die and you
had
got 4 minutes left.
the okay. Well, I had like the fold down seat, whatever. So I walled it with a 15. So that was the only cool factor. It was like, oh, this thing's freaking cool. And I was like, just wait, pop, funk. Oh.
I know what you learned to drive stick on.
Ooh, it was a 2009 Ford F-150. Right enough on top of me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was used to this truck.
Alright. So, wait. Pause.
We're gonna go to the next clip, so be right back.
Yeah.
Brief intermission.
And we're back. It's magic.
Absolutely. So I just got done talking about my first manual. What about yours, James? What did you learn a manual in?
The turbo 2002 Honda Civic SI. It was my dad's hatch.
That was a either do it or not fucking shot.
Let's just say I learned out here in gravel.
Wait till you hear mine.
Learned out here in gravel, and I didn't kill it, but I spun every single time.
I believe it.
I spun in the gravel every single. He's like, easier on the gas. I was like, dude, this clutch is heavy, and this car weighs nothing, and it's turbo. It's hard.
Right.
Learning on that clutch, it was a stage 2. Unsprung clutch. I was like, what the f-?
Yeah, the stage 2 clutches are tight.
Yeah.
They're either give it your all or not.
Yeah, it's either in or out.
Yep.
There ain't no...
There's no slip, yeah. Oh yeah, they're freaking tight.
Especially when it's on a Honda Civic that's that light, bro. It's...
Oh,
Oh,
no.
What about you, Adam?
Well, other than a tractor.
Well, I didn't count a tractor either.
Twin turbo, 1990 Toyota Supra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright. Going in style. I like
it was. Yeah,
I'm so glad I'm the only importer here.
it was Mark III. It was for or MK3.
Yeah, yeah.
MK3. Yeah, that fucker was fast. I only killed it once.
Yeah, we all kill it once though.
You want to raise and find out?
We're not talking about Forza, but
I'll give him the keys to the Infinity. If he doesn't break my clutch pedal, I think he might have you, buddy.
Steven, what'd you learn to drive stick on?
Fucking Mazda 3-speed.
Hey, they got good suspension.
Dave, you notice how we all went to imports for our
No, I went Ford.
You went Ford, but like all three of us went import.
You didn't just go Ford, you went Ford truck.
Yeah.
See, this was back when I was working at Sam Lehman, and I was the detail guy there.
Gotcha.
So I had to learn manual.
Yeah, why not? Learn a car that's not yours.
Mazda Speeds are fun little cars too. Right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the body styles are cool. Whatever.
Not the new ones.
Yeah, I've always liked the. I've always liked
I don't like the new ones.
I've always liked the Subaru hatches. I just can't get behind the motor that's in
Never
there.
been a fan of the Subaru hatches.
I love
But
the-
that Volvo wagon you said the other day.
Yes.
that fucking
I don't even know what the
sexy,
fuck that
dude.
was, but
That
it was
was
so
sexy,
good.
dude.
I was looking it up. It was like the new like A70.
Bro, Ford makes the Fusion in a wagon.
Really?
You can
It only- it only goes in Australia.
it's only not in Australia. You can get
No,
it
they
in
have it in
Europe.
Australia.
Yeah, but you can get it in Europe too. And I saw them first over there, and I was like, it actually looks really good.
Huh.
It looks really good. And in Europe, they come with a stick shift.
Well, yeah.
I was like, dude, I would want one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you see us dying up here, it's because it's hot, because we have to turn the fan off.
Right.
We're trying to push through it.
Yep. All right,
Alex,
what was your first manual that you learned to drive with?
Fucking Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger.
Ford fucking Ranger.
Of course, why did I did not see that. Well, I should have seen that one coming.
Oh, man. All right, last one. Baby, camera lady. What'd you learn to drive stick on?
Your shitty ass Toyota Corolla.
97 Toyota
Fuck
Corolla.
that little
And the
fuck bucket.
harmonic balancer was fucked.
My car got wrecked by a damn raccoon, so I had to use his car, and I couldn't do it. So I was like, "Hey, mom, you remember how to drive a stick?" She's like, "Yeah."
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like, "Can
her
I borrow
mom
your
took
car?"
my clown car, and she took her mom's car.
Like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, my mom knows how to drive stick. She knows how to fry clutches pretty well.
Yep.
My dad gave her one stick car. She fried the clutch in a month, and he said, "You're done."
My grandma loved driving stick cars and whatnot. She almost got a Grand National when they first came out. I'm like, why didn't you? She's like, well, I like the other one slightly better. I was like, but a Grand National was like, I didn't think it was going to be that valuable like later down the road.
God.
So
Grand Nationals are
it's still one of her favorite cars. She always wants to like drive one, or whatever. So I mean, I want one too. So if I ever get one, obviously she'll have to drive it. So
Yeah, when I drove the Grand National,
yeah,
it was a turbo LS one too. So.
Oh really? They swapped it.
They
See, I
tried
want
to
the
get, they
original.
tried to get back to it with like when they came out with like they didn't even get close, but they
Yeah.
came out with the Regal GS or whatever
Yep.
it was, the GLS or whatever.
The GS.
The
Yeah.
turbos
Yep.
V6 with the 6-speed in it, which is still a really nice car.
They had
But
what was it? The Buick Rivieras, whatever, actually came supercharged.
Yeah.
For a couple of years too. Those were fun cars. I got to drive a
Yeah.
couple of those.
Those were fun.
oh, they had the supercharged version. They basically just swapped over the Pontiac with it.
That was the 38,
GM motor.
right?
They basically
Yeah,
swapped
it was
over the
the
GM motor out of the
Yeah.
Pontiac that was
That was the
supercharged and put it
38.
in the fucking Buick.
Dude, those motors are so bulletproof.
They are.
Well, just don't ask Cody Newkirk about it.
Well, you can ask Mouse.
What out of there? Like
Yeah.
a 3.2 liter?
3.8.
3.8.
They had a 3200 as well, I believe.
Yeah.
3800 was. Dude,
The
Mouse's
combo.
coolant
The
was
3.8
brown.
was the supercharged one. The 3.2 was the.
Mouse's coolant was shit brown.
Yeah,
And his
it was
Buick
bad.
never changed
Wow.
it. Never
No
even,
wonder he blew it
never even
up.
had a fucking cap on the reservoir.
I
No,
mean,
no wonder he blew
It
it up.
doesn't help that
He didn't
those
blow it up.
lower intakes gave
The
out.
trains
all
went out
time.
before the motor. We
Right.
never touched that motor. We never changed oil. We never did anything with coolant. Nothing.
Well, that's why it was brown. It's got oil up in it.
Yeah, but it drove fine. The trains went out before the motor.
That and the 300 inline 6 that Ford used for like 30 years, those things are freaking indestructible.
Mouse used to drive the Buick to drill. And
Decatur?
he used to drive the Decatur all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Transmission finally went out in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the two goes out usually. Mainly
Yeah.
the motor first.
No, the
lower
motor
intakes,
was fucking running great.
but- Yeah. Yeah. Until
Those 300s though, I know you could run empty the oil out of that thing. I've literally seen someone do it. They emptied the oil out of it to see how long it would
Dude,
run.
I
for.
watched people throw like bolts and like
Like they'll last forever.
yeah, and like they just keep going.
Yep.
Same thing with the Honda motors.
Yeah.
Some of the Hondas,
Those
the
are
B
Honda
series,
motors, Yep.
the stock B series, you could throw literally your pocket change in that motherfucker and it's gonna run.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
It's like a hydraulic grinder. It just changes everything.
Literally,
Fuck
dude.
you.
It's dumb. It ain't like the 5.0s.
No, 5.0s are fun.
What?
They're so finicky.
I mean, they were better than the 5.4s.
They are way better than the 5.4s. God.
They're just easy to make power.
The
with.
5.4 is the worst decision Ford ever made next to the 6.0.
Whatever
Well-
the best sounding Ford motor there is.
5.0.
No,
No,
the
no,
Triton
no,
V10.
I mean, they redeemed themselves with the 6.7 diesel though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
The Triton motor, that motor sounded
Or the
so good,
5.
straight pipe. It sounded like NASCAR.
5.2.
What? The Ford had?
And the GT350s.
They're 5.4s as well.
Yeah, they're 5.4.
Yeah.
They're 5.4 4 valves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those.
Aren't they supercharging those next year?
I have no idea. I'm hoping,
They're taking all the big Mustangs back to the
I'm hoping one of two things. They either take the GT500 and put the Godzilla motor in it, or they have the Raptor and put the Godzilla motor
No,
Yeah.
I want them.
They are
Yeah,
switching the Raptors back to the Apes.
they are. But I want them to take the
I thought
Bronco
that's what they
and
were gonna
put
do.
the Godzilla motor in the Bronco.
I mean, yeah,
That'd
be
be
a cool option, too.
awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Just have
Yeah,
this
well, they-
whole lineup.
They put them in the Super Duties now, right?
Newer ones.
Yes, you can get
Yep.
the 7.3 gasser.
Yep, the 250s, 350s.
Dude, how did this become a Ford channel? What the fuck?
We got 2 Ford guys, so
Yeah.
Three.
yeah. So you're
Fuck
out
you,
of
driving Chevy.
Fuck you, fuck Ford.
My
One
Ford
Dodge
runs
guy
way better
Found
than
on
your-
road, dead.
My Ford
fucked
runs
over
better than
yeah,
yours.
Forever on rescue duty.
Well, we're first on race day, so it don't matter.
Yeah. As long as we make it that quarter mile, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Ford, Ford just stands for runs better than Infinity.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Yep. No,
I don't know, Alex. I think my motor is gonna outlast your motor
I don't know.
on miles, anyways.
Well, if they don't run, I mean, they
I've
both
got like
last each other.
quarter of your miles, so
Yeah, but you got how many miles you got?
40,000.
I'm at 180,000.
On the Hyundai?
No.
Oh, that was like Jesus.
So my 4.6 got like 253,000 on it.
I had a Coyote that.
My last Infinity had 200. I bought it at 60,000 miles. I drove it and it got it to like damn near like 170,000 miles before I sold it.
Okay.
And the only thing I changed on that was a fan.
And when I sold
Now
my
and the
7,
belt.
Yeah, and the belt. I changed the belt one. Well, that's
And the
easy.
oil.
Yeah, okay, not.
and the brakes and
Not-
the tires.
Okay, well the brakes I stopped having to replace when I switched to drilled and slotted. Once I upgraded the brakes on it, it was fine. But those brakes were way too small for that heavy ass car to begin with to do what I do.
I need to do that to the Caprice, honestly.
Brakes are flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to check the brakes on the truck.
See the Hyundai, the brakes on the Hyundai I haven't had a problem with. They work great. I mean I've replaced them one time after 35,000 miles.
I'll do my rear brakes. My fronts are Brimbos. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
it.
leave those alone.
Mine are just mine are stock 370Z. It's just upgraded. They're just like a little bit bigger. Just stock 370 all the way
I
around.
learned the other day I could put V6 Camaro brakes on the Caprices and run 15-inch rims. I was like, fuck yeah.
I want to get the drilled and slotted fronts, but I think they're like
Get
500-600
slotted, don't
bucks
get
for a
drilled.
Brembo set.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, just get the slotted. Don't bother with the drilled and slotted.
Yeah, slotted.
Pressure cracks easy when they're drilled.
Power Stop is actually with the same company as
Yeah.
Brembo,
Mhm.
so you can actually get Brembo brakes for cheaper through Power Stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
power
that's where I
stops.
was
Power
going.
stops are good.
Yep.
That's where I was.
That's
gonna
what I had on
go.
the other Infinity.
They're like the just below like grade stuff,
Yeah.
whatever that doesn't qualify for
So I'm
Brembo
probably
stuff. Yeah.
probably gonna get calipers and rotors and. have
Yep.
it.
Because I'm not trying
Yeah.
to pay three fucking grand.
Yeah, no.
No plus
Yeah. Yeah.
for a set.
That's
you're
just
looking
Well,
at-
for the front,
actually,
and another
Steven-
3,000 for the back.
Yeah, I would say for a
You
set you're looking
might-
at like 6.
Oh, I don't know if that'll work with Stevens because he's got Brembo.
It should still be fine as
Yeah,
long
you-
as the the
you
rotor
still-
diameter is the same, whatever.
Yeah,
you
but the
just
pads
slide
will be
more.
different.
Nope, same.
No.
They're the same.
Same. The
Oh.
piston configuration is what's different
Oh,
in the
okay.
actual caliper.
You
So
can go,
you-
yeah.
yeah.
It's something you'd have to look into, but yeah, I would.
I
would
mean, most
look
power
into it.
stuff, whatever, has the Kevlar ceramic pads anyway, so you already have the upgrades for the Brembo, so they'll actually be better. So
Fair enough.
they're not composite.
I've only got 7,000 miles in the car, so I'm not really worried.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you got about 10,000 miles.
I say, what about 1,000?
No, he doesn't drive that car as mean as I would.
I don't know. I've ridden with him one time.
I've ridden with him. And
That's because you were riding with him.
Oh, he drives by himself a lot, whatever, so we don't see a lot.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've definitely seen him spin it out on veterans. I've
Yeah.
definitely
He spun it out the other day when we were coming back from Busy Corner.
No, he didn't do a fucking 360 in the car.
Oh, yeah.
He did a 360 on veterans. What, like the second week you had the fucking car?
That's
I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was like the second week he had the car, tried to do a U-turn and drift it, and just full 360.
I did a 360 in my truck.
I did a 360 on Main Street under the bridge.
I got pulled over.
You know, most people just buy
This was-
360s.
A while ago. I was pulling out of the beacon. I went to the beacon and
Did
got
a
it
180 in
washed.
front of Chris.
And I was pulling out of the beacon, so the tires were wet, the road was wet, all that shit. And I freaking pulled out and come to the end of the parking lot, fucking hit the gas, and that fucker went. I get down Market Street and get pulled over, and they're like, "Yeah, we saw you light it up over there outside the beacon across from Pilot." And I was like, "Oh yeah, the
tires were wet, road was wet. I need to rotate the tires and some other
And I
shit.
don't know how to drive.
And some other shit. And they're like, oh, I've never heard that shit before. You can give me a warning.
I mean, last time I did 360 was when I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same thing when you were addicted to dude.
when we were on our way to Tyler's fucking funeral, I did a 360 in front of Chris.
Yeah. Yep.
That was sketchy.
It was.
Yeah, I don't like the way that traction worked in that car.
So let alone the like 5-car pileup on the way there too. That was fucking sketchy.
I ended up under a truck.
Literally. Good thing James's fucking truck was
Yeah, good thing James's truck was lifted and my car was a little bit lower than the front because my car slid right under his rear bumper and didn't touch it.
Yep. I about fucking went in the ditch and everything.
Yeah, that was sketchy. Hey, me and James were on the phone. Well, Julia was in his and Taylor was in mine. They were on the phone with each other. Me and James were like, how close do you think we can get together? And then everybody in front of us just slammed on their brakes as I'm trying to see how close me and him can get
We
together.
had a Ford, what was it, Expedition or something like that was trailing like 2 ATVs or something like that. Literally just cut right into the funeral procession so you can get through the exit and whatnot. And literally just caused the fucking 5-car pileup behind because you just couldn't wait for whatever reason.
I'm so
Fucking
glad.
So disrespectful.
So glad I had upgraded my brakes.
How
before that.
rude.
Yeah, literally.
I'm so glad I upgraded my brakes before that because if I'd had my stocks, bro, I was hitting them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the thing is, I think I upgraded my brakes like maybe a month before that.
I said I did mine 2 weeks before that funeral too. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess we're breaking them in today.
Yeah, shit, mine definitely got broke in.
Oh yeah. But I mean, you got to do that when you have like a 4,800 pound car.
Yeah, it's alright.
Mine's 46. That was 40. Mine was 46, 47.
Yep. 46-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
not
a heavy
too far off
bitch.
from mine.
So I think Tyler would be proud.
Oh yeah.
I know he was proud of what I did. Leaving fucking the apartment. I know he's proud of that because I went left and I went right and I went left and then I went reverse. Right?
Oh yeah.
So my traction, it kicked on because like it was raining and I'm all-wheel drive. So my traction kicked on and like cut power and then it, as soon as it caught traction, spun again and then caught traction, spun again and then it just threw me. Yeah. Just nope, done.
I hope you don't know how to drive.
I just let go of the bitch and it just went. I was like, we're just gonna spin. Fuck it. I tried.
I seen one of the older videos of the Cubs food parking lot, whatever, in the snow. You're fucking drifting the open parking lot back in the day.
Dude, but when I
That
would
was fun.
unplug the fuses in that car, it was so much better.
Yeah.
When I had the VDC off and everything off on that car, I could. Dude, I scared the shit out of Drake. He was in my back seat, and me and TJ literally like kissed bumpers as we slid away from each other. Like, dude, we were probably 5 inches from each other. His truck and my car,
I've done
literally
that before.
right past each other.
Me and my buddy one time, it was winter time, and there was like, 2 inches of snow on the ground. And back in Hayworth, where we grew up, we went out to the Christian church parking lot.
Yep.
Right in the church parking lot where let's do donuts. I was in my Ford Ranger, I whipped it a 4-wheel drive, so it would just do circles continuously. He had like a 96 Geo Tracker. And we're freaking doing donuts, and we came within inches of my bed just smacking the side of his car. I was like, oh God, I was probably 18 at the time.
I'm glad you didn't say McDonald's in Bloomington on Empire, because someone actually drifted around our McDonald's a few times, and by the third roundabout, he smacked someone's car.
Oof.
Josiah did that at the Dairy Queen. He didn't hit a car though, but his
Drifted around it.
250 long bed
Oh yeah.
somehow drifted that through around Dairy Queen. I'm like, how do you drift this bus around Dairy Queen? What the fuck? I'm in the passenger seat, half drunk. Like, how are we not hitting?
There's
it?
a job actually, and you can do it. There's a job actually. You get a CDL, and where they test drive trucks and test drive the brakes, and they actually drift semis with trailers attached to them.
Okay.
They get a whole parking lot wet, and then they drift the semi.
Oh heck
And
yeah.
just to test the brakes out.
I'd be down. Yeah.
Sounds like my kind of job.
I want to go through the Porsche course or whatever that they have. All
Oh yeah, their Porsche experience where
Yep.
you get to dry in the rain and
Yep.
drift it and all that. And
Or we can go to
drive.
Chicago and do the exotic car experience.
Yes, that would
Like,
be
drive
fun
all
to do
kinds of
that.
exotic cars.
I am
It's
so-
expensive as hell.
I don't care.
It's not that bad.
No, if you
What
get
is it? It's like $200 per person.
Hey, they have a group package though.
Oh, no.
You can get a group package.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like what,
The
$1,500
last,
or whatever for a group.
The
I know.
last rally I went to up in Minnesota, my portion was like a third of it because my buddy was driving the car and stuff, so he took the majority of the payment. But even then, I spent $700 on that freaking trip. just to get into the event, plus gas and everything else, whatever. So
Hey,
$200 for the freaking class of the exotic car.
Yeah, and
Chris,
to go
if
in
you
and
ever go to do
to,
that,
just to drive a freaking Lambo or a Ferrari, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to drive.
They have
one.
I don't know if I would want to drive a Lambo
GT3
or
RS.
GT3 RS.
GT3 RS.
GT3 RS, which is
I want to do
If
that.
I'm on a track, I want that. I don't want a Lambo. I want
I
GT3
would
I
RS.
don't know, I might have to get the Gallardo. Just
Gallardo,
for,
yeah.
Just for noses.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't
If
know.
they
The
have a,
engineering on a Porsche GT3 RS around a track, it just.
If they have a Parafinante though, I would love to drive one of those.
Or just a regular.
Did you see they're bringing back the Countach?
Yes.
Bro.
Really? Yep.
They're bringing back the Countach.
Leak photos already.
Bro.
V12?
Oh, Super
Yeah.
Blondie did a review on
Yes.
one.
I forgot about.
Yeah.
I watched
With
it,
the
yeah, but I
V12?
didn't see that.
Yes, with the V12.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
it's gonna be it's sexy.
I thought they were stopping the V12s.
No, they brought it back, dude.
That's what they said they were doing, whatever. But yeah.
I mean, a lot of these car manufacturers by 2023 they're going to be fully electric.
Well, the reason why
That's
they're
what they
doing
say.
so the reason why they're getting away with the V12s and stuff, whatever, is there's actually a lawsuit against the EPA of overstepping their boundaries, whatever,
Yeah.
for the whole emissions crap, whatever type deal, the force them to electric.
No, bye.
So they'll still come out with the electric, Lambo, but they're not getting rid of the V12s like that. I mean, that's the whole basis of Ferrari is the V12 motor. So they're not going to
as soon as they get rid of it, they're cutting their customer base down.
There's no way.
Same thing with Porsche and like the Taycan or
Yep.
whatever. They thought it was going to do
Yeah.
really well, and it did for the daily driver market.
If you did the Tiger GS is fucking
Yes.
dude.
I'm just okay. Like
I mean, even the new G wagons, whatever, are freaking cool coming out with the
Yeah.
turbo options.
Never
my
liked-
dream daily.
Never been a fan of
My dream
G-Wagons.
daily is a
I-
Porsche.
I'm only a
Yeah,
fan of them because of the tax deductions you can get. That's about it.
I've never been
Yeah,
a
you
fan
basically
of
get paid.
G-Wagons.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
over 6,000 pounds, whatever, so you can write a G-Wagon off as a company vehicle. So why not write a freaking $400,000 fucking bill off?
Do you know you can write my Hyundai off as a company vehicle if I put a logo on the side?
Yeah, because it's an advertisement.
Yeah,
process.
only if I put a logo on the side though.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't weigh enough. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It has to be over a certain weight for you to write off as a company vehicle.
Right,
What's the weight?
6,000.
6,000.
That's why the Model X for Tesla, or whatever, you can write off because it's like 6,000.
That's why you
What's
see
my
some-
truck weigh?
The truck is
Probably
probably
close.
close to 8.
Yeah, so you probably write, I mean, all commercial vehicle trucks or whatever.
Because you're what, 2,500 was 9? So yeah, with your wheels and everything, it's probably like 8, 7.
Yeah, so I can
Well,
stick a
they
logo on
don't
the
count
side.
the
You don't have to.
whatever. Yeah, they don't count the, they go for the actual like curved like.
Oh, like the Google curve.
Yeah.
weight.
Yep. Yeah, 'cause the tax.
I was gonna say, because I'll definitely.
I need the information on that. I can write my truck off.
You don't have to fucking wrap it or anything. You can write your truck off if you have an LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. When I get on with Backhoe,
Because then
and
instead
I
of
just
being,
put back 40 tools on my truck and I
You
write it
can, you
off.
can also write your house off as a home office.
If
well, certain portion of it. There's
yeah, it's up to
stipulations.
20%.
It's gotta be
and
like-
there's a lot of factors that go into
Right,
it.
so that's the only case, whatever. If you have a room that's dedicated for the business stuff,
Yeah, if
you have
the
right.
office
The
room.
whole, so
If you
whatever-
have your business address as your home address, then you can write off up to 20%. It's not just automatically 20%. It's up to 20%.
it's
There's a whole lot of
based
different
off
factors
your
that go
total
into it.
square footage
Yeah.
and the space that you're actually using. So if
Yeah.
you're only
But
using
it'll
like
also
200
help you
you'll
on your
get
bills,
that
too,
percentage
because-
of the total square
Yeah.
footage.
Because technically a place of business is supposed to have running water
Correct.
and electricity.
Right.
So those bills can be.
Yeah.
So so
And that's
like-
in the state of Illinois. If you move out of state, it might be different.
right. So when you have
Yeah.
clients and stuff come over, or whatever, you can actually write off toilet paper and dish soaps and stuff like that, whatever, once in a while, because you're still using that for business purposes too.
This is
Which
the stuff they should have taught us in school.
Amen.
This is stuff they should have taught us in school.
yeah. So, but I'm just
Yeah, we definitely
Before-
didn't stay on
Like
topic.
in your high school, go mow some lawns, start a LLC, mow
Yep.
some lawns, and you can get a tax write-off.
You can mow your own lawn, play yourself $20.
that's what
Yeah.
I did.
Put your kids on your credit cards when they're young, and then by the time they're 18, they got a credit score.
Well, it's just
Elaborate
as
on
bad as
that.
you.
If you don't
If you put your
fucking-
kids,
it's-
put your kids as a
it's-
user, authorized user on your credit cards, and it builds their credit.
The faster way of doing that is actually putting your kids under payroll, so it's tax free
Yeah.
up to $12,000 a year per kid. That's the easiest way until they can
Yeah.
actually.
If you give your kids an allowance, just call it payroll.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, they're going to help with stuff anyway. They're going to move it and get stuff out of the place. You have to go fix
Exactly.
it.
You give them an allowance, just call it payroll. You pay your kids a certain amount.
Just paying.
It's up to, it's up to 5,000 or 5,500 a year. Anything over that, it's up to a certain amount.
Nope.
If I remember right.
No, because that's the gifting policy. Whatever is 15,000, you can give somebody up to 15,000. If they're on payroll, it's
Steven,
12.5 or something like
You
that.
gonna gift me a 15 grand? Matter of fact, I'll settle for 3.
I'll settle for $5.
I'll settle for 3. I'll go get a bike.
$3.
Oh yeah, so if you pay your kid $12,000 a year, you can actually use that as part of your write-offs towards the end of the year. So it's a business expense on top.
I wish my parents were smart.
And then you just take that $12,000 that you're paying your kid with, whenever you throw it into a high-yield savings, it's compounding from 12 all the way to when they could actually use it.
I was a little hustler when I was a kid. I'd mow my neighbor's yard. She has 2 lots. I would charge that bitch like $300.
Yeah.
Because the other lot is nothing on it but grass.
Yep. We charged like 40, 45 an hour back in 2014, whatever. That's really high. And
I was a kid doing it with the push mower. So
Yep, we were doing push mower. Actually, when I got my 98 Stratus as my first car, when I had a mowing business that I did 2 times a week, whenever we had 27 clients. And we loaded the push mower in the back seat with the weed eaters and everything else.
I put mine in the trunk of my Hyundai, or not my Hyundai, my Camry. I used to throw my lawnmowers in the trunk of my Camry.
If there's a will, there's a way. So, I had a vehicle, so I'm going to make money with my vehicle. So
You can
I already
also-
have that.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely sold weed to get my first car. So here's how I did it. I sold weed, got the car for $500, stopped selling weed, used the car to get a job because I needed a way to back and forth from the job. So I did it the smart way. I didn't stay in. Not condoning selling drugs, don't sell drugs. Unless you work at a dispensary or
That's
whatever.
the smart way?
Right, you got to have glaucoma first.
The smart way is not to stay in if you're going to and you stick around, you're getting caught. Get in, get some money, get a different kind of income, get out.
You're telling kids to sell drugs.
I'm not condoning. Not condoning.
If you get caught, it's your own fault.
If you get caught, you should have done more research.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you. It's real easy not to.
Don't sell your drugs yourself.
No, it's
Have other people
Don't
sell
smoke
for
your.
it.
Don't smoke.
They're gonna be like, where'd you hear
Don't
this
get high
from?"
on your own supply.
Yeah, don't get high on your own supply. Number 1 rule.
Buy from
When I
yourself.
sold, I
We
didn't
used to
smoke.
sell drugs. Where Diesel Dicks used to be.
Oh,
I used to live there. Me and some buddies used to live there. We used to throw raves. It's Dog Pound Garage. We used to throw raves. We had DJ, security, all kinds of stuff. And we sold drugs, but we never sold them. We never handled them ourselves. We had people at the raves that would sell it for us.
Oh, you had little mush dogs.
We had mush dogs that would sell it for us, and then we just collected at the end of the day. So people that thought we were making, we'd charge, say we had 100, 120 people there.
Teach people this
Hey, he already started it.
I did not.
Stop the
People that
conversation.
thought
Don't
we were
teach
making,
people this stuff.
so
the
like
cheaper
a
way to do
little
it-
bit of money.
Stop
we were
snitching on
actually
yourself,
Cheaper way to
making.
do it is go to McDonald's. The cheaper way to do it is go to McDonald's, apply for a fucking job. Don't do what I did.
better yet, go borrow your parents' mower. Go start mowing
Yes,
the yard so you can
do
buy
it
your own
legit.
mower.
There's that.
I mean, hard work pays off in the long run. So if you have the good work ethic when you're younger,
This is all allegedly, by the way.
Allegedly. No, wait, I'm past the 7 years. I'm good.
I mean, I am too, but allegedly.
If you raid my fucking house, you're not gonna find shit but cat hair.
This is
You're
true.
gonna find shit in my house. I take it.
That's all me.
No, you're not gonna find shit in my house.
Fucking idiot. I know my house is good. I don't give a fuck. Everybody that smokes in my house don't live in my house.
It's legal now.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
That's all right. Oh well.
Well, boys.
We're gonna call it.
Alright, guys, so give us topics, things you want us to talk about. We're still waiting for shit you want Steven to do.
Yes, true.
Alright?
Waiting for the comments.
Yeah, comments. What's some stuff that you want to see Steven do? Dumb shit. Don't make him headbutt shit, because he does that every
I
day.
would say I put a helmet on before and full on headbutt him. He still doesn't phase him. So I don't know
Like,
what to
he
do.
does that every day, so I
That'll
mean,
make
give him
people wanna
something
see
dumb.
more.
Right? Yeah. I mean, we can recreate it if you want
Like,
to.
follow, subscribe. Alright, we will be getting some short-term videos out here. or some
Never
short,
Settle Garage on
some
TikTok,
short videos
Has a
out,
helmet.
and yeah.
Luke,
No,
big ass
because he might
lip.
hit his nose.
Why is your lipstick out of the box? Oh god, I'm
Alright,
getting canceled for
Like,
that.
comment, subscribe on the bottom. This is Never Settle Garage. We'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Next time on
See you guys.